Okay.
But it seems like it was more around the late 80s and the 90s. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Now, you got here. Stu Chandler was here.
Right.
T.O. Wright, Otis Collins, people that we knew when we were here. What was your impression of the school? You must have liked it. I mean, obviously.
Oh yeah. The longer I stayed, the better I liked it. I liked the people. When I first came in, Major Adams at the time was at Fort Bragg for the summer camp, and Collins was in Korea or Vietnam.
Yeah.
But T.O. Wright and Zach Whitaker and Carlisle Whitaker, you know, all seem to be real nice people. And I looked at it like it was a challenge. You know, I'd heard about Oak Ridge back when I was growing up, but probably like everybody else, you know, I thought it was a trouble school. You only went to a military school if they was in trouble, but I soon found out that wasn't the case. I learned very quickly that a large majority of the people that came were or did have some problems. The problems were not necessarily disciplinary problems. They were having problems academically. The parents were traveling and they weren't at home, and things of this nature. These were the problems, not necessarily disciplinary problems. And Oak Ridge afforded a place for them. They were to more closely working with people on their educational background. We had dorm supervision but at that time they were all boarding students. And there were people that were there for help anytime they wanted it. And they got a chance to associate with other people in similar type situations. And they could see where they had a chance to, even through our chain of command, is to work their way up by performance, academically, militarily, or whatever. And I'd say a large percentage of them enjoyed that part of it. And most of them really put forth some effort to position themselves to be selected for those positions.
Now, do any cadets particularly come to mind?
Well, yeah. William K. Atkinson, I guess. He was here in the early 70s. He and George Wright. Because both of those people, they lost their fathers. And I guess they kind of leaned on me a little bit more than some of the others. And, you know, through the years, they stayed in touch. Oh, there were others, but...
those two come immediately to mind.
It's because, well, Atkinson is always, every time I have been involved in it, seemed like he was there.